I'm Jamie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another video on CBS Ghosts. If you don't know or if you haven't seen any of my other videos on this, CBS Ghosts is a remake of a British show also called Ghosts, which I absolutely love. It's one of my favourite shows ever. And again, done lots of videos on that as well, if you're interested. So like most people in the UK that love ghosts, I was a bit sceptical going into watching CBS Ghosts because the history of remakes isn't very good. So yeah, I was very sceptical, but I absolutely loved it. Loved the show. I love the characters. The ghosts are awesome. The plot's good. Yeah, I really enjoyed the show. And American audiences are also very much enjoying the show. It's blown up in quite a way that like British Ghosts didn't. It's more of like a steady rise to popularity. Whereas this one, it was kind of very popular from the start, which is awesome. So it finished its series 1 run a few months ago. With the way it worked and like some hiatuses it had to take, the series did end up not dragging, but like it ended up going on for quite a while. So I think there's around 20 episodes, and I think they're doing around the same in the new series, which is nice because I feel like we haven't really had a sitcom or a show in a while that has done its typical like 22 episode run, which yeah, I think is awesome. I love more content. It's great. So this video is just going to be a bit about updates to CBS Ghosts and also a little look at some of the extra things they've been doing around the show as well. So first of all, Series 2. Series 2 was announced pretty much when Series 1 ended, and yes, which is pretty cool. It was renewed straight away, which we love to see. And yes, Series 2 will be coming out on the 29th of September 2022, so very soon, just over a month away, which yeah, is great. I'm very excited. So this video will go into spoilers to do with Ghosts, so if you haven't seen it, then don't watch it. So with CBS Ghosts, Series 2 will be released on, well, the first episode of Series 2 will be released on the 29th of September 2022. So yeah, not too far away, just over a month. It's insane how quickly they've kind of got the Series 2 ready to air. I was watching a clip of them from the San Diego Comic-Con, and when there they had said they'd already finished 4 episodes, and obviously they're doing a 20 episode run or 22 episode run, so that's quite a decent amount, like a very good start. And San Diego Comic-Con wasn't too long ago either. Also, it's pretty impressive that they've managed to go to San Diego Comic-Con. That's one of the biggest Comic-Cons ever, and they're only one series through. Kind of out of nowhere for America. Like, I'm not sure. I think BBC Ghosts was eventually released in America. I'm not 100% sure though. But yeah, so I feel like that's really impressive that they have gone to Comic-Con already and got a really great reception from everybody there. I'm very excited for Series 2. Series 1 ended on quite a big of a cliffhanger. So again, spoiler if you don't want to hear. But at the end of the series, Sam and Jay, which is, if you're in the UK, it's their version of Alison and Mike. They fell through the flooring just as their first B&B guest was going to enter. And, a lot obviously led to a lot of questions, like, is Jay going to be able to see the ghosts? Is Sam going to be able to see the ghosts? Are they going to lose memory? Stuff like that. Lots of questions at the end of that series, which I love. I love kind of thinking about and like theorising about what could happen. So I'm very excited to see where that whole thing goes. And the trailer was released for Series 2 not too long ago, and I think this trailer was fantastic. It had lots of really cool, fun bits from Series 1 that they were like, this is the show you love, and they're kind of like, this is what's going to happen. And if you don't, like, I'm going to go into my theories, which I think are kind of like very plausible. If you don't want to hear kind of like what is going to happen in Series 2, then yeah, don't watch this video, because I can understand why people would just want to be surprised, which is completely fine. But some of the things in the trailer, it's kind of hinting at the fact that Jay thinks now that he's hit his head, he will now be able to see the ghosts. And I personally don't think he's going to see the ghosts, because I think that's just such a vital part of the story. Like, we've had bits where Mike tries to see the ghosts and he doesn't. And so they have Jay running around, like shouting out the ghosts' names, trying to see them. And then he kind of sees somebody and is like, oh my God, like, I don't think that's going to be a ghost. I think it's going to be kind of like what we had with Mike, where he saw, I can't remember who it even was. Oh, it's somebody going to do like yoga or something that he thought was Julian. And I think they're going to do something like that. Like, maybe it's a B&B guest, maybe it's, I don't know, a builder trying to fix the flooring, something like that. I don't think it's going to be a ghost. Maybe they might introduce it a bit, so maybe he sees them for a bit, or sees one of them before it kind of fades and goes back. But yeah, so I think that's going to be a very fun first episode. I don't really see it going past the first 1 or 2 episodes. There was also a moment in the trailer where it seemed like Jay was explaining to Sam that she could see ghosts and there were ghosts in the house. So that to me kind of was like, is she like, could you not see them anymore? Or maybe she like loses her memory temporarily. And yeah, I don't really know. I think obviously she is going to see the ghosts again from the rest of the trailer, but I think there might be a moment where she either forgets that she can see the ghost or she loses her powers temporarily. And I think that would be, again, with like Jay thinking he can see the ghost and Sam thinking she's lost the ghost, I think that would be a fantastic first episode. And yeah, I think that, yeah, there's a lot of potential with that. I loved that as an end of series cliffhanger because it kind of set them up to do with a lot of different things. Like they could have completely diverted to what kind of the British ghosts did. I know they didn't really have anything like that, but they've kind of kept the same like equilibrium the entire time. Alison can see the ghosts, Mike can't. It causes trouble, you know? So they could have completely changed the formula, which would have been really interesting to see. But I'm kind of glad they stuck to it. Well, it seems like they're going to stick to it, with Sam being able to see the ghosts and Jay not being able to. But yeah, I think it would be quite like a powerful, emotional first episode if Sam thinks that she can't see the ghosts anymore. Or like she can't see them for a bit. I think that would just be such a great first episode, and I kind of really hope that's what they've done. The trailer also shows that the B&B is open, and yeah, I'm very excited for that. Again, there's a lot of opportunity for plots, people that they could bring into the show that, you know, maybe they see a ghost, maybe they get haunted a bit, or there's just endless possibilities with that. The fact that maybe every episode or every 2 episodes we get a new guest that stays in the B&B. Yeah, like we could have like a wedding or even like someone booking it out for like a funeral or something like that, and they're worried that they're going to get another ghost, or they're excited that they're going to get another ghost. You know, again, so many possibilities, and I'm very excited for that. And also linking back to what was said at like the San Diego Comic-Con, they also talked about how they've got lots of really exciting new guest stars, and they weren't allowed to say the names of any of them, which I completely understand. I'm excited for the surprise, but yeah, and I think again that's another amazing thing about having the B&B idea, is that yeah, they can bring in guests and celebrities, guest stars into the show and have them interact with the ghosts, and I think it's going to be so good. Like I can't wait to see who they've got guest starring in the show, but I'm sure it's going to be great. At Comic-Con, they also said one of the things they're excited for about Series 2 is that they have experimented with different pairings of the ghosts, which I think is a great idea. There's lots of ghosts that haven't really kind of appeared together much, and your kind of typical pairing seems to be Isaac, Hetty, and also Isaac and Nigel, like those 3. And then like Hetty and Thorfinn, and then you've got Trevor and Pete kind of together as well. So yeah, I'm excited to see kind of where they could go with the pairings of the ghosts, and whether or not they'll bring some of the other ghosts back, like the plague ghosts or the one in the attic, can't remember her name, and yeah, the other Civil War ghosts, because yeah, and it definitely seems like Nigel is going to play a larger part in Series 2, just based on the trailer. Like he was quite prevalent in the trailer, so he's definitely seems like he's going to have a bigger role, which is quite fun. I think we haven't had like a proper ghost relationship in BBC Ghosts or in like the first series of CBS Ghosts. There was like little bits, like one ghost like fancying the other. I'm excited for that, and a relationship doesn't just last like one episode. I think there's lots of things again you can explore with that, and also kind of exploring the fact that they can now date in their death in a way that they wouldn't have been able to in their lives, because obviously everything wasn't legal then. So I think that is such an interesting concept, and I can't wait to see what they do with that. And also again, like with all these different opportunities there, because there is quite a big set of ghosts, there is quite a lot of opportunities for lots of funny situations to arise, and lots of different ways that they can like drive the plot forward. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to it. So that's kind of all the big updates regarding Series 2. One thing I do hope is that they don't have as many kind of breaks in this series as they did for Series 1. I know it's not their fault, and it is kind of the way American like television works, but it was kind of annoying, and I did lose interest a bit just because there was quite a big break after another quite a big break. So I really hope they don't have to do that again. Again, it's not their fault, but maybe because it is a lot more popular now and it's established as a really high rating show, and also with a very big audience, hopefully it can kind of be prioritized a bit more, whereas before it might not have been prioritized, so that it can reduce the amount of breaks that it has. But another thing with American television is not that they make the episodes on the go, but they don't kind of make all the episodes, release them all week by week. It's they make some of the episodes, start releasing it, and while those episodes are being releasing, they're making more. So maybe the breaks are just very much needed for the cast and crew, which I totally understand. So I don't know, hopefully, fingers crossed, we won't have as many breaks as last time. And actually, one thing I do like about the fact that it is airing in September is I think that gives us an immediate chance for a good Halloween episode, a good Thanksgiving episode, Christmas, New Year's, and we can all get really excited about that. And that is one thing that I really do like about American television, is that they do air it in kind of real time. And not that British TV doesn't do that either, but I feel like it's just a much more of a bigger thing in American TV, that if it's Christmas, you expect there to be a new Christmas episode around that time, or a new Halloween episode. And I love that. So I'm excited to see what they do. I really enjoyed the Halloween episode last year. And hopefully we can get another really good one as well. It's a show about ghosts airing on Halloween. There's just so much they can do with it, and it's bound to be just going to be such a good episode, and we don't have to wait very long for it either. So yes, that's everything about series 2 that I want to say. I think just that I'm very excited for it, and I think that they've got the foundations to do a lot of really, really good, interesting plot lines. So I'm very excited for it. The other thing I wanted to talk about is all the things they're doing outside of making the TV show, because props to the social media team. I have not seen marketing for a relatively small show when it began just be so consistently good. And I think it is partly due the success of the show is partly due to the social media team and the marketing team, and everything they've done. So they've done this whole Summer of Ghosts thing, and I don't know if it started with the Broadway thing, but they've made their own little musical. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's just called Ghosts, the Broadway musical, or something like that. And it is about Isaac wanting a musical because Hamilton's got one and he thinks he should have one too. And I can only find one song. It's the song that they've released on Spotify, which I'll link down below. And so they've released a Spotify song. It's actually really good. I thought the talent of all the actors is really great, particularly from, I think her name's Danielle, the actress who plays Alberta. She's a professionally trained theatre actor. So she is fantastic in it. And everyone else is pretty good as well. So I just think it's incredible that they, have taken this running joke in the show, and actually turned it into something outside of the show as well. Something that could have easily just been a fan thing that they do. But no, the actual cast of ghosts made participating in this little musical. And if you have seen it, if you did go and see it in New York, I think, can you tell me, was it actually a full show, or was it just one song? Because I can only find reference to the one song, and I'd love to know more about it. So I think that is just fantastic. And in relation to that, they hosted an event in Broadway. So I'm not sure whether the actual thing was in Broadway first, but they hosted an event in Broadway that had all these pop-up stands. You could get Ghosts merch. They had $11 bills with Isaac's face on it, because Hamilton's $10 bill. And they had it's lots of cute little merch, and people could listen to the song. I just loved that. If you're such a fan of Ghosts, going to New York, obviously you'd have to live in New York, but going to participate in that, and it also brings more attention to Ghosts as well. A passerby might look at the stand, be oh, what's this? Oh, it's a show on CBS. I'll give it a go. So I just think that's so cool. And another thing they did was they had a cruise, a Norwegian cruise, or just boat ride. I'm not sure it was a full cruise, but they had a Thorfinn's feast on it, where I don't know whether the fans of the show were invited on, or people that are promoting the show, or whether it's just for the cast and crew. But there was Thorfinn's feast, and I'll put up in the screen now. But all these different menu items inspired by Thor, and just so creative. And I haven't seen a show do this before. They probably have, but I haven't seen it. A show that's had one season to be doing all these really, really cool things for fans, like outside the show. So yeah, and I think they had like a massive meet and greet at the Comic-Con as well. Yeah, whoever runs like the Ghosts Twitter, like they've done loads of different creative things. Yeah, and I think just absolutely elevated the show by kind of all the fan engagement that they're getting online. And yeah, I just think it's just fantastic. Yeah, they deserve a raise, whoever's running the Twitter and doing all these events, like the marketing people, that they've done a fantastic job. And yeah, I am very excited to see what the next season brings, because one thing that I particularly kind of noticed is that the cast, and I imagine the crew as well, but the cast seem to just be absolutely in love with the show and in love with the characters and in love with the story that they're creating, which I just absolutely love to see. I love to see people enjoying what they're doing and having such a passion for it. And yeah, and I think the fact that we can tell that, like you can tell they're not faking it, they're all so enthusiastic about it, which means they're going to do their best to create the most amazing shows. So yeah, I am very much excited for it. And I think the rumour for BBC Ghosts, because they haven't announced anything yet, and they seem to leave it quite late to announce the next series, but I've heard rumours that it's airing in September, but that is complete, just utter rumours. I think just one of the cast said they think September, but yeah, so it'd be cool to get them both out at the same time, because what BBC Ghosts tends to do is release the episodes week by week, but put all the series up on iPlayer at the same time when the first episode airs, whereas CBS Ghosts is very strictly one episode a week, which I don't know which one I prefer, because I am enjoying kind of one thing a week. I like the excitement that it brings, but I also do like to binge it straight away, so it's one of those, I can't decide which one I like the most. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Yeah, as I said, I'm very excited for series 2 and to see what they create. Yeah, if you like this video, then please give it a like and comment down below your thoughts on CBS Ghosts and what you're excited for with series 2. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more videos to do with ghosts, either the British one or the American one, and I'll have some more videos out for you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye!